stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for Seattle.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. But so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 18.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Geis. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
43 is the mic. Here we go.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1-yard line.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
By the wide receiver.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
By Taylor Rapp.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 38, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For DK.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he stopped immediately there.
Here's the ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the pitch to Henderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To the right, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, They get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run here with Akers. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 11-yard line.
Third and goal, the ball at the 11. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I got one. Mark's 43. Mark's 43. Here we go. Switch.
Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play that time for the Rams. 52 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Looking again in the direction of Woods, but now it's third and goal. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
1 yard.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a run with Akers. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. 14. Easy. Check.
They'll run with Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. Under 10.
Now it's Carson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They run it with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
4-yard line.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down
from the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and
on the ground, Geis, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Double count. Check 31, check 31. Check 43. Watch out. All those special. All those special.
Here's Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson going for Met. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, Geis, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
You might get tired of seeing me. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run. Hatchet. Hey, switch gears. 36, 30. Check it out, read.
They run with Geis, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 17. Rams 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up third down.
And the blitz does come. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a fourth and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Akers, the ball carrier.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On second and 9, Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Pass. Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
On the play. It's now fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on fourth and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's got a noon one. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, they're going option left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Shaquille Griffin.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
second down. It's Henderson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 3. Hey, alert. Set. Got it. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it and do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Defense wins championships, baby. Going out.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.